Welcome back. I'm here with Rob Russell, the chair of Scotch Mist. Rob, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me, Peter.
This will be the 16th annual fundraiser. Why is it so successful?
Oh, good question. Well, honestly, because I think the focus for us with this event has always been the experience and the fun that our guests have at the event. That's always been at the forefront. So it happens to be a fundraiser, but we're putting on a really amazing night that's just really enjoyable for everyone who attends.
Now, this event typically has what kind of scotches and how do they pair them up with food?
Okay, so we really try hard to select scotches that are very difficult to find. Things you won't just find out on the shelf, and likely don't have in your liquor cabinet. And then what we're doing is we're working really hard to pair them with food, so that you get a very so they play off of each other. I mean, the committee has the very difficult task of testing the scotches and the food ahead of the event to ensure that everything pairs well. We do a lot of switching around too at that point because it really is important that you've got those flavor profiles right. And it's just a really great experience that way.
This is probably one of the biggest anticipated fundraisers that sells out historically. And then one of them is David Prosser is your MC. Tell us about David and what he typically does to add some humor and levity to the night.
Well, David is amazing. Not only is he a proper Scotsman, and born there and has been there many times, but he is a great storyteller. So throughout the evening, he's giving us information about the Scotches, but also just telling some stories, a little bit of history on Scotland, maybe some Robbie Burns poems. He mixes it up every year, but he always keeps it interesting, and it just helps the evening flow. He's a great entertainer, and so a definite asset to our evening.
And you have an auctioneer. Without getting into specific auction items, how does Brent Shackleton add to the evening?
Brent's amazing. If you've ever been to an event where Brent is the auctioneer, he again is a great entertainer, and that's really a big part of what makes it so much fun. And that way, people that aren't even necessarily bidding on the auction are just having a blast being part of it and just witnessing it. So it just makes sure that everybody's having fun. Without getting into specifics, I think it's just really great that we've augmented and improved our auction over the years, and we now offer some great experiences that are really hard to put a dollar value on, but really just make for interesting new auction items that you've probably never seen before.
This event, the tickets are only $175. Have you been to other Scotch events, and how would you compare the evening, if you will, and the value that people get for that price?
It's great value. We're always keeping an eye on what other places are doing, whether they're fundraisers or just private organizations, and definitely seeing our type of event with 5 courses, black tie event, great evening out. You're always looking in excess of $200, even $300, to be honest, that we're seeing from other events. So I think we're a great deal, great value for money. And so we're trying to keep that ticket price as low as we can. To honestly, we are trying to raise money, but at the same time, we're trying to make sure our customers are happy too.
It's good to have a good, happy customer. Okay, so if you have some people that say, yes, I would love to bring my spouse or partner, but they don't like Scotch, what would you say to that?
Well, we have you covered because recognizing this many years ago, we have great wines on offer, and we also have amazing craft beers. So we really have something for everybody. Obviously, we also offer non-alcoholic beverages throughout the evening as well for anybody that might be driving or just who doesn't drink.
And I guess finally, this year you're doing something different. You're opening the bar up at 5 p.m. for a social hour and a half. Why is it so popular that people come ahead of time as well?
Well, really, a big part of the event is the camaraderie. It's getting together and having a great evening with friends and maybe family and just people you know. And what we found was we were getting that bottleneck. You open the doors and everybody's excited to get there. So we've just extended that opening an extra hour to allow people to flow in a little smoother and create that better experience for everyone. There won't be such a lineup at the bar, and won't be as long to get in with your ticket.
Rob, thanks very much for joining me. Best wishes on Saturday, October the 19th. Coming up next is Marshall Morden.